Hi everybody, it's Brad with Big Family Homestead, and in this video we're talking about fencing for your livestock. Electric fencing, specifically solar electric fencing for your livestock, and I've got a tip that I think you're going to really like, so let's get to it right away. Now on our homestead, one of the newer additions of livestock that we've been keeping has been goats. Goats for milk, eventually goats for meat, but we're building up as we go. And so one of the ways that we've decided will be the most efficient for us to keep them penned up is solar fencing. And basically, at the end of this video, this is gonna be like a little just a talk and a tip, but then I'm gonna show you at the end of this video, I'm gonna tack on another video that goes over our solar fence, how it's put together, shows it working, yada yada, yippee skippy. But this video is just a little chat, and I've got a tip for you. But we use the solar electric fencing for our goats. Now, people say that goats are hard to keep in, and maybe we've just been lucky with the goats that we have, but they've never really wanted to get out. They don't test the fence. It works very well. We basically bought one of those Harbor Freight, solar panel kits. I hooked it up with one deep cycle marine battery that keeps that fence charged the whole time. And we haven't really had any issues. They respect the fence and they stay in. But now here's the thing. The tip, here it is. The tip of the day is this. We were at Harbor Freight the other day and found this super cool device right here. Bang zoom, yes, the 6/12 volt circuit tester with 5-foot lead. And why that is cool is because you don't have to shock yourself to test the fence. And I'm gonna come clean and tell you, the way that we have actually in the past tested the fence is we say, all right, big kids, because we've got lots of kids, 17 all down, but only the big kids are allowed to do this, but we say, big kids, who wants to earn $1 easy? And Jonathan, our second eldest, he's usually the one that'll go, I'll take the $1. And he goes and tests the fence. And we had to actually trick him one time because I thought he was fibbing to me and telling me that it was really a good shock way in the back corner when he wasn't. So I turned it off and said, okay, you ready to test it out? And he goes, and he acted like it was shocking him when he was deceiving me, you little deceiver. But anyway, so this device tests that fence so you don't have to touch it or pay your kids to do it. Man, so isn't that awesome? Basically lights up. You've got a ground light there, and it says here that it was, there's even a replacement bulb in case you shock the bulb out of there. But it was only $4. Now that is cool. And hopefully we're going to get a lot of use out of that. Picked it up yesterday, and I told Jonathan, he was with me, I just said, hey, sorry, but you're out of work, bro. $4 here, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to show you the other part of this video is going to be our overview of our fence, how it goes together, a diagram, how it works. Please subscribe. That greatly helps our family out. And don't forget to share the video. But for now, I'm Brad with Big Family Homestead. Enjoy the rest of the video. You have an amazing day. Hi, I'm Brad with Big Family Homestead, and today I've got a video for you on the various ways that we use solar electricity on our homestead. And today's video is the first of a few, and the first is absolutely cool, and that is solar electric for your livestock fencing. So if you can see the lovely ladies behind me, well, they are a very important part of what we do here on our homestead in terms of having fresh milk for us to make cheese with, to drink, all kinds of different things. And one of the things that's super important about having animals is you've got to keep them healthy and happy. Well, and you've also got to keep them protected. So today, I'm going to tell you a little bit. It's going to basically be an overview on how we use solar, how the systems go together, and then I'm going to show you how we use ours to keep our goats in and predators out. So let's get to it. Okay, so what we have here is an amazing diagram drawing done by my eldest daughter to demonstrate, to show you, to illustrate how our basic solar system works with an electric fence charger. So what you have is you've got your solar energy coming down, and the solar panel, the photovoltaic module, nice, changes the sunlight into DC current. Your charge controller regulates the amount of charge that's going to your battery so it doesn't overcharge your battery. Then your battery has a positive and a negative going to your electric fence charger. Now the positive goes to your electric fence, the poly wire, and the negative goes to the earth. So what happens is when somebody touches the fence and they're standing on the earth, they complete the circuit. So all of this is connected by your feet or your hoof or whatever is touching that ground. So interestingly enough, in theory, if you grab the electric fence but you jumped in the air and you grabbed it and you hadn't touched the ground, you won't get shocked unless you hit the ground, and then you'll get shocked and it'll be funny and awesome. So this has to be completed. The circuit has to be completed for the shock to happen. Well, your livestock, they're standing on the ground. So that's how they end up getting the shock. Doesn't hurt you. We bump into it all the time. It's more very startling. So don't think it's like any kind of crazy abuse to your animals, because it is not. Our system starts with photovoltaic modules. This turns sunlight into direct current electricity, and then it goes over here via wires into our box that has all our goodies in it. I'm gonna open up and show you what's next. So from the solar panels, it goes into this box right here, which is a charge controller, and that regulates the sunlight so it will charge your batteries evenly so it doesn't overcharge them, and it keeps them topped off nicely. From there, it goes to our DC powered low impedance electric fence charger. Now that is what takes the electric from the battery and sends it out here to our poly wire that is attached to the fence. They're all connected and they all go around the entire fence line, all the way around by these, then it's held in place by these nice step-in posts. And then you've got your plastic offsets so that the metal posts don't ground out and make your fence useless. Take note that the positive side is what goes to the poly wire and charges the fence. Now the negative side goes to a ground rod, rather, that is nailed or knocked, pounded, if you will, or even if you won't, but that's how it happened, into the ground. That's a copper rod, and that grounds out. So basically what happens, like the diagram showed, the electric goes through here, through your poly wire, and then if they touch it, or you touch it, or anybody touches it, and you're stepping on the ground, you complete the circuit and get an electric shock. One quick little tip, this doodad right here is a blade switch, and that is so nice to just quickly shut off your electric fence so that you can get in and out without shocking yourself. So that is one thing that is really nice. I think they were like $5, well worth it. Now, a few of the benefits of having a solar electric fence to keep your livestock in is, first of all, the cost is not nearly as much as putting up regular fencing. Another benefit is that you can pick this up and move it. You can take these step-in posts out and we'll put it to a new pasture, new field, or maybe you just want to have your animals only have access to a certain amount of your grass to graze on, and then you change that out so they always have green grass. Well, as you can see here, for us, it's winter and they don't have much grass to graze on, but the flexibility of having a mobile fence that's not permanent, that's cheaper than the permanent fencing, is a great option for us. Now, the investment in a solar electric setup like we have for fencing, it's not cheap, but it's very, very much more cost effective than a regular board and post kind of fence. Now, for us, for our system, it did cost us in the neighborhood of about $325 to $350 when you consider the panels, the charger, the charge controller, your poly wire, and all your step-in posts. But for us, that option is absolutely so much nicer because of the flexibility that it gives you. Now, specifically to goats, a lot of people say that it's really hard to keep goats in. Well, maybe that's the case, but we have honestly not had that issue. We do have both females. They're not particularly uppity, but they absolutely respect the fence, and our charger, the electric charger for the fence that sends the shock through the poly wire, is not exceptionally powerful, but they respect the fence. They don't like to mess with it. They stay away from it, and so for us, it really works well. So there it is, our solar-powered electric fence to keep our goats happy and contained and predators away, and it's really great. Offers us a super nice level of flexibility that we like, and it was much cheaper than a regular fence. Now, in a few other videos, I'm going to show you how we use solar for our chicken shed, for lighting, for power tools, and all kinds of different things. And I have another episode that I will show you how we use a separate system altogether for emergency power backup for our home. And it's really not that big of a system. It's not that expensive, and it works very well. I am Brad for Big Family Homestead. If you like the video, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and you have an amazing day.